Good day, everyone. First of all, I want to say thank you for those who shared the last video about the Jubilees, that it will come on a 7th-year cycle. Please keep on sharing, especially to watchmen that's still saying that it is on any day. It's not on any day. I always say that, and that always will be on a Feast of Trumpets. Yes. So thank you so much. Today's video is about a word that I recorded it's about 2012 to 13 from What's Ongoing News by Linda Kirby. And this is a word that I actually discovered, did some research, and eventually told her, not really, I'm still busy in the process writing to her who this person is. She didn't share who this person is. Maybe the person will stay anonymous, but I don't think so. This word is very relevant for today, because she discussed in this word, she discussed about the day that the Lord will fetch his ambassadors. Now that day is Feast of Trumpets. That day is Feast of Trumpets. She also say that the powers, the elite, they will be ready with their peace treaty today, and that they do know. Please write everything down that she say. And in this, I will play this in a few moments. I first want to give you a breakdown what CERN is about, and etc. Then I'll share this this video with you, and I want you to jot down everything she says and write it down in the comments, please. I will be grateful for that, you know, because one thing that Yeshua said to this person is that they do know about his coming. They know about Enoch. They know about the Shemitahs. Write those things down, everything that she says, and which is a fact, because they get the knowledge from Satan himself, and they also get their knowledge by the opening of the abyss from Satan itself. Now, Satan by itself, I may forget about it. He is going to the bottomless pit, and maybe he tried to find an opening or some sort of to have an escape, but that is not going to work. Nevertheless, today's message is the opening of the abyss on Feast of Trumpets. Now, on July the 5th, days after CERN turned up the Large Hadron Collider on July the 5th, 2022, a crack opened into the Earth's magnetic field. And today, as I said, I would like to take a look at the opening of the abyss, as stated in the word from Yeshua to a person given to Linda Kirby from What's Going On News. And as I said, I searched up her name, and she is retired at present, but she is actually on Brighton, that's where she is, and also Odessa. Don't know if I spelled the word correctly. However, the scientists have just announced that days after CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, turned up the Large Hadron Collider with a new maximum beam of energy of all the electricity that USA used in 1 year, people. That is a large amount of energy. And there was some consequences as well that they would not take a responsibility for. They detected that a crack had opened in the Earth's magnetic field and said that it stayed open for 14 hours. Now the magnetic field is very important to the earth. It provides a cover from any asteroids, big stones, whatever, to come through. There's just some of it, of the work of the magnetic field. Now, jokes were shared as this happened around, at the same time as stranger things that led some to theories that perhaps CERN was opening a portal that something otherworldly might come through. And the fact that certain scientists has this to say, no interdimensional being came through, that, people, alone to me speaks volumes. Why would they say that? And the word, it's just one sentence there that caught my eye. I have shared that word several times already, and when I listened to it again, I picked up about the portals that are going to open on the final day. The final day. Now, let me say just further about what CERN is before I get there. Now, CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, is where physicists and engineers probe the fundamental structure of the universe. They use the word, the largest, most complex scientific instrument to study the basic constituents of matter, the fundamental particles. Now, we already heard about the black hole that just appear just out of nowhere in the sky. That must have something to do with CERN. Now the particles collide together at close to the speed of light. This gives the physicists clues about how the particles interact and provides insights into fundamental laws of nature. Now the instruments used are purpose-built particular accelerators and detectors. Accelerators boost the beams are made to collide with other or with stationary targets. Now detectors observe and record results, and this founded in 1954. The CERN laboratory sit astride at the Franco-Swiss border near Geneva. Now, Joachim Nietzsche, that name does appear to be like one of, I think, Solomon's son or Solomon's friends there. That name is, I haven't looked that one name up, who is a director for research and scientific computing at CERN, the Large Hadron Collider, says that the Titanic machine may possibly create or discover previously unimagined scientific phenomena or unknowns. That's interesting. For instance, the extra dimension. Out of this door might come something, or we might send something through it. You can give your thoughts on that. Yeah. So I'm going to play that video for you now.
Okay, this is Linda with What's Going On News. This, such a mighty blessing was showered on me, and I want to read it to you here. One of my subscribers wrote me and told me that she, at 2 o'clock this morning, was given a message from the Lord, and here it is. And do not believe in delays. I told you myself that the, wait a minute, let me try that again. Did I not tell you myself that the time is now for all of these things to be known? Do you not know that the evil ones know the timing of my second coming? They know about the Shemitah. They know about the timing of sorrows. They know when they intend to sign the peace treaty, daughter. The only thing they do not know is when I am coming to remove my ambassadors. They do know that I must come and take you before the day they have scheduled to sign their treaty, before the day they open the final portal of the abyss, before the orchestrated collapse of their current systems into the New World Order. Daughter, the evil ones have been around since the days of my beloved Enoch. They know me. They know my word. They know all things except when my ambassadors are departing. I am telling you this because I have given you this job to do. You are reaching many souls out there whom will be left on this earth during the terrible time of testing. They will look back on all the things you have written to them about what is coming on this earth and what is going to happen. They will know that I love them enough to tell them the truth, and because of that, they will look to me for their salvation. Daughter, you may not understand this, but although you will be gone from this earth during that time of testing, you will have a hand in the great revival which will take place shortly after the departure of my ambassadors. I am calling you ambassadors in this message because a king removes his ambassadors at the brink of war.
Yeah, so I hope you wrote down what she said. She said many things there that the evil ones do know about the Smithers. They do know about his second coming. Now, the second coming is they also know about the rapture and the second coming. They know everything from the days of Enoch. They had a lot of experience from that, and Satan is teaching them all these things. And now the thing is, do we know? That's why I always say they're making a fool out of everyone. They're looking at, they actually add a little bit an extra, oh, there's an asteroid coming, there's this coming, there's that coming, to make you know, no, really, Taiwan, there's going to be war now, the rapture is coming now, Pelosi is in Taiwan, and China is going to shoot it down, it's coming now. No, the war, let me tell you, there's another prophecy say that the war only comes after the rapture. After the rapture, then nuclear World War III will start. That's what it is. That's going to be like that. But Satan is coming down to the earth. So there's a lot of things that that she said there. And the main thing that's true of today is the bottomless pit, the portal, the final portal that they're going to open. And as I stated to you earlier on, that they beamed this energy up, and that was on the 5th of July, and it opened a magnetic field. Now, what is it not going to open on that particular day? Yeah, Jesus said also to somebody in a discussion, it is because they were interfering with the magnetic field in heaven, and that is why this asteroid will come through. Okay, so God, they may be up to something, but let me tell you, God is in control of all. God knows everything, what they do behind those, and He does reveal it to us. He does reveal it to His servants. Now, the scripture that came to mind is Revelation 9:1 verse 3. And the fifth angel sounded and saw a star from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key. Listen to the key of the bottomless pit. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, and as the smoke of the great furnace and the sun of the air were darkened. This reminds me in Saddam Hussein during the Iraqi war, when he set the oil fields alight, and there was so darkness that it even darkened the sun. the air was darkened by the reason of the smoke. So this could be the same thing happen, and many say, yeah, it was, the bottomless pit is closer to Iraqis, but I don't think so. You know, where is this bottomless pit? It's at the center of the earth, right at the center of the earth. Not a flatless earth, people. The center of the earth. That's where it is, and very interesting in the North Pole and Antarctica. So we will see what's happening. Yeah, and the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke and the pit, and there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power as the scorpions of the earth have power, and they had a king over them, which is angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in Greek tongue he hath his name Apollyon. Now, both Apollyon and who are they? They are, you know, as I always say, Satan copies God. And there are 4 living creatures that surround the throne of God. And he has 4 principalities. And both Abaddon and Apollyon, the individual persons, they are individuals. They are fallen angels. Now, as I said in the previous video, these two can very well be twin angels for that matter. I do not know. They look like that. So Jesus said he has both the keys over death and hell. Now, who is death? Yeah, Abaddon is over hell, so he is the one who has that key of them. And then Apollyon is other. Apollyon is the one that is death. He is the one riding the fourth horse. And the fourth horse was a pale horse that takes death from the earth, that peace from the earth. He is the one. He is also the one responsible for the pandemic. And if you look at DJT's combo, Apollyon featured in that combo, and actually he dyed his hair and is also blonde like Apollyon does. That's very, very interesting, people. Very, very interesting. I'll put that video up for you as well. And I do have another video where I discuss Abaddon and Apollyon, so I'll include that for you. But as I said, Satan has 4 principalities. That's Abaddon, Apollyon, the beast, and Belial. They all work in tandem together, and that is what they do. And they're all coming down with Satan. It's not just Satan that is going to be come down to earth. All the billions of fallen angels is coming with them, and people will see them here on earth. They will literally see them on earth. We're going to cast down when we go up. Now, let me tell you what is the other names for the bottomless pit. That's abyss. There's another name for it. And I already read through there, and I'm not going to read it again. Now, King James Version in Luke 8 verse 33, and they begged him that he would not command them go into the pit. That is when Jesus healed the man at Gadara, and he drove all those demons out, and they asked him, they begged him not to command them to go into the abyss, but they want to go into the pigs. Now, what is the bottomless pit? The bottomless pit. As I said, and I jokingly, Satan think of a way of escape. But let me put it to you, this Revelation 9, what feature here, this is only the 5th angel, that is the 5th trumpet judgment that is coming upon the earth. And that time, what is in people, they will suffer and they will not die. They will seek for death and they cannot die at all, because the angel of death is there upon the earth. Yeah. And Jesus said he had both those keys of hell and death of Apollyon and Abaddon. So that's very interesting. So let me put it like this. It's been open, but the bottomless pit will only be open 2 years after the rapture. That's about 2 years into the wrath of God, or as people say, the tribulation. But we have tribulation every day. We go through tribulation every day. Most of us go through tribulation. So I would call it about 7 years the wrath of God. That is what it is. And both the 7 trumpet judgment and the 7 bowl judgment is the wrath of God. It begins with the 6th seal. The 6th seal and the 7th seal opens together, by the way. As they begged Jesus not to go into the abyss. Now, what is the bottomless pit? Abyss is a Greek word for abyss, Strong's 12. Abyss, bottomless pit. It's called a very deep gulf or chasm in the lower parts of the earth. It used to be a common receptacle of the dead, and especially as the abode of demons until they go to hell after the final judgment. In other words, it is a temporary holding place with a temporary punishment for the fallen angels or demons or evil spirits until they go to hell after the final judgment. I already wrote today. You can also go through 2 Peter 2 verse 4. For as God did not spare the angels who sinned, but cast them out down to hell, and deliver them into chains of darkness to reserve them for judgment. Jude 6, and the angels who did not keep their proper domain, those are the 200 angels that God sent to earth to teach men righteousness. And you can find that in the book of Enoch. And they left their own abode, and he reserved them in everlasting chains until darkness for the judgment of the great day. And that is when those 2 angels will be left. And I always say, these guys, these angels that's in the bottomless pit there, they got an apple to peel with Satan. I don't think these guys love each other because they were cast down there, and Satan deceived them, and they just fell into sin, and that's why they were cast in the bottomless sin. But ask yourself, why wasn't Satan cast in there? Because Satan didn't do it himself. He used somebody. Yeah. That is the difference. And all these fallen angels, they follow Satan likewise. Yeah, that is the difference there. Why they were cast into the bottomless pit. You can also read 1 Peter 3, 19 to 17. It would be too long to discuss that. Now, who has the key of the bottomless pit? I believe it is Jesus. Jesus said he had both the key of death and Hades. Those are the last two enemies to be destroyed. That is Apollyon and Abaddon. Abaddon is over hell, and Apollyon is over death. Yeah, he is the angel of death. Yeah, that's right. As per Revelation 9 and Revelation 21, an angel is having the key. In Revelation, of course, God, Yeshua, hand over the key to him. He comes down from heaven and opens the bottomless pit and throws Satan to it. Who is that person? None other than Michael, the archangel. Then the Revelation 1, and then the 5th angel sounded, and I heard a star fallen from heaven to earth. To him was given the bottomless pit. Revelation 20, verse 3, then I saw an angel coming down from heaven, having the keys of the bottomless. He laid hold of the dragon, the serpent of old, who is the devil and Satan, and bound him for 1,000 years. Now, that is a time that I would love to see the 1,000 years without the devil's interference. But now you ask me, why is he being released for another short while? That short while can be anything about to 7 years or 70 years for that matter. And that is to test the people that came through the 1,000 millennium reign. That's right. We were tested for how many years? Over 2,000 years. They lived for 1,000 years in glory. But are they really true to God? We will see that a great multitude, all those people that came through the millennial reign, was not true to God. Even though Jesus Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach, is on the earth himself, ruling the earth. And we, the bride of Christ, is ruling with him. It breaks my heart. It really breaks my heart. Honestly, it breaks my heart, Yeah, and he laid hold of the dragon, the serpent, the old, who is the devil and Satan, bound him for 1,000 years. And he cast him in the bottomless pit and shut him up and set a seal upon him. So even though they opened the portal, there is a seal upon him, so that he and his fallen angels cannot escape. I was always wonder, will they be able to project their thoughts upon the earth whilst people here on the earth? Perhaps towards the end, I do not know. We will see. So that he should be deceived, the nations know more until the 1,000 years are finished. But after these things, he must be released for a little while, as I said. Now, as God's people, we can be thankful that Jesus Christ holds the key of hell and death. I'll include that video for you. I just feel that both Apollyon and Abaddon, I feel they are twin angels. Yeah, that's amazing. Revelation 1:18, and exercise authority over all. Praise God that he is in control. That is what I would like to share with you today. Be blessed. So expect a lot of things. We see prophecy is coming to pass at a rapid rate. Please share this video with each and every one. And I'm always praying for you. Be blessed.